live on
Twitter links, Twitch
Kick
links,
and
viewers. We got people on
YouTube.
Twitch.
And I will actually set it up right now for us to be live on IG. If you give me one second. All by myself.
What up, IG people? You know, CJ,
What's up?
I had a question for you. When you were playing COD Mobile before, how were you using a? Were you using a controller?
I think so. Yeah, pretty sure.
I was trying to remember. I was like, was he using a controller?
I was
tried it
using
on the
BlueStacks, I think.
using what?
BlueStack? I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while, bro. It's been a long while. A
I was
long
also trying to
time.
remember, like, how are you even streaming this?
It's on my phone.
Yeah, I was like, how you streaming directly from your phone?
Mm-hmm. My phone is essentially broken. I'm here, but my touchscreen is very broken. If I don't see anything, my phone is ass. Alright, Slack. Appreciate you stopping by anyway. Although somehow you typed that long ass message with a broke phone, but I appreciate you.
Yo, that's dedication. That's all that
Need a
was.
new one. If you know selling one, let me know.
What phone you trying to get?
Yeah. What kind of phone you trying to get, brother? That's what it comes down to. Let me double check it. We should be. Instagram is weird. You gotta like send the signal and then wait for it to pop up, and then you gotta accept it on there and then go live. So, boom. So we should be good on there. So on all platforms, we should officially be live. However,
yeah, that is. Yeah, you're definitely live on Thingamabopper.
not Thingamabopper, Lord.
Goddamn 47.
47, yep.
Shout out World Star back then. I remember World Star in a minute, dang.
1084, 880, okay. So I gotta fix one more thing. 1084. First one of the year, guys.
Bell, welcome back.
Trying to make sure I get it right.
Where's Mace at? Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, cool. Here we go. iPhone dub. My shit. 20. What? I don't know.
2020 Apple. What?
He said his shit a 20. Then he said 20 after that. So I don't know if he's trying to say 2020, but maybe he got the iPhone 20. I don't know. I missed it.
Like I thought they only on like what was it? 14, 15?
Yeah, they on 15 because I got one. Baller, nah. Just right place, right time.
On my trusty 11.
11
Pro. Hey, that thing's going strong.
Hey, whatever, bro. Whatever. All right. So we missed a lot of stuff, bro. It was a lot of details and stuff that we just did not.
Shit.
What you mean?
I apologize, podcast and curse at y'all. I ain't meant to this squat, you know. We just haven't been presenting to you all on this platform. That's all. And I ain't missed nothing.
You missed a lot. You are a little low though. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I am the news. Testing.
There you go. It's like when you get right up on Roger? The mic, it'd be good. I'm ready for some bullshit. I have a 10.
Hello.
Oh, okay. He got a 10.
D-Ace? How you get 20 out of 10?
I don't know. He maybe he just meant to.
You got 4 10s? How'd you do that? Now, quick math for you. You know,
a little bit of that quick math. All right. What up, Raj? How's it going, bro? So here we go. As always, I am your host, CJ. Below me is Mr. Astrodamus himself. You know, we are here to bring you guys some podcasting news. This is Game Activity. 2024 is going to bring lots and lots of crazy news and stuff. I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on. It's cold as fuck where you are. That probably means it's 50 degrees, Roger. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
I'm about to say define cold, because like I did see there's a cold front going through the U.S. and coming back again. 40. Oof. That's almost freezing.
Almost freezing. Yeah, he don't know real cold. He don't know that New York that negative degrees. He ain't never had that shit.
Man, have you been to Chicago in the wintertime, Roger? That's cold.
Yeah, Slackers know that cold. Slack is in the cold. You know, heated driveways make you the king. Yeah.
Whoa. I've only started seeing those as I gotten older. I know that's the thing. I was like, hold on, what's the heated driveway? Canada.
Even in Canada, that's not the same.
That is, I mean, that's beyond the wall, so you got it.
So first things first, we always go over betas and stuff that I find interesting. We were at the betas. We were at the woo. Anyways, there wasn't a whole lot of betas that I gave any fucks about. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Chicago Lake, Michigan cold is different. Yeah. Also been in Lake Tahoe during the wintertime. Okay. So Drake, aka Drake, right? Step up into this Space Western universe in this top-down action RPG. Shape your own story, engage in branched dialogue and intense combat. Decide the fate of a distant planet. Drake. It looked interesting from what I saw. Let's take a look at it.
Down vibe.
Yeah. It's like you fighting aliens.
Diablo. This is called Drake.
Pretty soon they're gonna have games called Draco.
I like seeing representation.
What kind of
representation? With the afro to the left, and then you got someone else of color all the way to the right.
Over here?
Drake. No, another photo that had everybody in it. The bigger photo. It's all good.
Gotcha. Well, yeah. It looks interesting. It looks like something I might try, but as far as the demos and betas go, that was the only one that really caught my attention, if I'm being honest. Didn't see a whole lot of stuff that was like, yeah, I gotta try this. Except for I guess technically early access would be Pal World, which we'll get into a little bit later. And then
we will.
Yeah, we will. And then also there's some Lost Crown, Prince of Persia. I want to say they got something coming out tomorrow as well, which we'll probably also get into a little bit later. So just stay tuned for all of that stuff. So first up, we're gonna look at what Oz sent me about Pal World. And I do have my own stuff about Pal World, so I'm curious as what you had on it, and we might put these two things together. Let's get started.
I wonder if your other thing is my other thing. What I was gonna say about it. It probably is. But Pal World, oh my. For those who don't know, Pal World is gonna be Pokemon with guns. And it's a multiplayer game. So I think you have up to 3 friends join you. And they talking about you can have like your own server, etc. So I'm very curious about this game. Pokemon with guns. It looks funny. Comes out the 19th. So that's next weekend. Oh no, that's not even. Is that next weekend? Yeah, it's next weekend. Yeah. And the creme de la creme that I don't. If I'm stealing CJ's joy, I apologize.
What's up?
It sounds like Xbox is gonna be bringing it to their platform. To Game Pass.
Game Pass. Yep, absolutely.
I was like, what? y'all snagged this one up. Y'all don't y'all work with Nintendo? Like how y'all doing this? I swear y'all work with Nintendo to push. I thought y'all were pushing xCloud to the Switch also, something like that. So I thought that was a little wild. Like I thought they worked together, but y'all got it. Y'all know this is a direct Nintendo competitor, so y'all got that.
So the server can have up to 32 people. We could actually hold our own Discord server, which would be freaking phenomenal. Oz, let me know if you want to do that. There's over 100 types of pals currently in the game, but I do know that they were talking about doing up to 140, maybe even more. Somebody asked a very interesting question in one of these comments down below. They said, hey, me and my husband want to join a server together. Is it possible for us to make our pals mate and create rare pals, like new breeds? Because if you think about it, right, let's say you got 100 different ones, including some of them being those what is it called, shiny pals. Yeah, those are like super duper strong for no reason. Let's say you start mating these, you could turn 100 different combinations of, well, actually start with 100 and have a bunch of different combinations of pals, which is going to be fire. Did you have another thing to go with this?
No, it was on Xbox Game Pass and it comes out next weekend. It feels like Pokemon meets GTA.
Are you gonna play it?
But did this hit? Did they release a price yet?
Yes, they did. I'm gonna get into all of that.
I'm assuming Game Pass would be free, but I guess how much it would be on Steam or something else, because not everybody has Game Pass for some reason. Respect those who don't have it.
My bad. I shaved my beard. I'm staring at myself. I think I did a pretty good job, Faza. You know,
not
bad.
I
Appreciate that. You know, I got the hat on, so you know I didn't touch that. But here we go. Here's some FAQs that they dropped, probably right after you found this. When will Palworld release? You said the 19th. That is correct. How much will it cost? That's a frequently asked question. $29.99, but it will also be on Game Pass, so there's that. Will new pals and areas be added to Palworld? Yes, Palworld will continue to be updated during and after early access. We will share a roadmap of our success, or of our year one plan, shortly after release. So there's that. Is there PvP? So it would not be supported at release. However, we are currently testing PvP internally and experimenting with different approaches. We want to find the right type of PvP that fits Palworld, and when it is ready, we will share news with you all. So they have said multiple times now that they do want PvP. That is very important. I am ready and excited for PvP. I want that as well. Is it going to be on Xbox Game Pass for PC? Yes, it will be on Game Pass PC. Does it support crossplay between Xbox and Steam? Me and Roger were asking these questions yesterday. Not at launch, but we are working to make this a possibility as soon as possible. Don't know how much I believe that. Capcom said the same thing about one of their games, and everybody was like, I can't remember which one. What's the one with the dinosaurs? Exo Primal.
Exo Primal.
They said it was gonna be cross-plat at some point. As far as I know, still not that yet. Let's see, what else? Will it be coming to PS5? No plans on that right now.
Yikes.
Will it support multiple languages? We don't have any plans to add more languages. Does it support controllers on PC? Yes. Can it be played offline and single player? Yes. You can play by yourself offline or with your friends. How does multiplayer work? So you can play with up to 3 friends by simply starting a multiplayer game and inviting them. Beyond this, you can create a dedicated server, which will allow up to 32 players to play in the same world and create guilds together. We will provide the tools to create these servers yourself at launch, hopefully for free. Doesn't necessarily say free, but hopefully for free. Can I use my single player character in multiplayer too? Partially. That is only done if you are the owner of the multiplayer server. So if it's your server, you can start a multiplayer server and have single player game or whatever, and you can use the same character. Otherwise, no. So if I join your multiplayer server, I have to, and I want to go back to my single player thing, those are 2 completely separate games. What's up?
No cross progression. That makes sense.
Yeah. Does it support modding or Steam Workshop? Won't be supported straight away, but we plan to add it after launch. Palworld is made in Unreal Engine 5, and we look forward to seeing what sort of mods people can come up with. So that makes me think, are there going to be infinite number of pals out there running around? Can you just create a server that has as many pals and stuff as you want with its own abilities, with its own elements? Can you do that if they support modding? Will there be any official mods? I'm curious how they're gonna do that.
Huh.
Yeah, because they want modding, which means think about it this way. If you let people mod the game and it already kind of looks like Pokemon, imagine if they're able to mod their own versions of pals into the game. Now you're like, hey, we met all the rules and the guidelines. We didn't break no kind of mess up things for Nintendo. They did that on their own Nintendo. They modded that in. We didn't do that.
I mean, at that point, they're okay because they're not official. They're not pushing it out.
Right.
That's other people pushing that into the game. Case in point, people will put like, let's say Mario as a character in a modded version of GTA or Call of Duty or something. Like,
right.
Nintendo, they can maybe do like a cease and desist on that person, but you can't do it with so much.
What up, Kill Warbu? Los Angeles Clippers or Toronto Raptors? Right now, Clippers.
Clippers are nasty right now. I ain't gonna hold you. The Raptors have improved as well, though, or they look better.
Yeah. Who you got? That's what he want to know. Who you got? Sports betting is now legal. Who you got?
Sports betting legal?
Yeah.
Ooh. Who's LA playing? Because they just lost to LA also.
Are they not playing the Raptors? Did I just make that up?
Oh, are they playing the Raptors? Oh, if they're playing the Raptors, I'm going to LA.
He just gave me two teams. I just assumed they were playing each other. See, that's why you should ask clarifying questions, chat. But here we go.
That's
next.
I didn't respond. I was like, let me just ask some other questions. That's where y'all get caught up. It's entrapment. Continue saying what you're saying.
Who is this? The Last of Us cast Caitlin Dever as Abby.
Katie. Well, she has previously been in Uncharted 4. Shout out Naughty Dog for bringing her back. She played a minor role as Nathan Drake's daughter in Uncharted 4, and she's been in other actual like TV shows and movies, etc. But now she's gonna be playing Abby in season 2 of Last of Us. Did it say season 2 actually? Yeah, join the show for second season. And I was trying to figure out how many seasons is the show gonna have? Because I've played Last of Us 2. That's a long game, and I played Last of Us 1. We didn't complete the first game in the first season, so I'm trying to figure out: are they gonna sprinkle her in towards the end of the show?
I don't know, but I am curious because I did see a good chunk of the story for the second game. I'm a little curious as to what they're gonna do here. I thought they were trying to go like 5 seasons.
Right, from what because like I'm trying to figure out like how they're gonna end the second season, because the way they're saying they're adding Abby already, I'm just like, we're I guess close to halfway done with the first game. But Abby, I'm like, I feel like y'all gonna drop her like in the last 2 episodes. I'm like, oh, this is Abby. Hi, I'm Abby. But I'm also trying to figure out, like, Abby is buff. Like, are we just changing the dynamic of the character?
But one of the things that we all know about Abby is that bitch was buff as hell. So I mean, she was cock diesel, just like
she was
prison yard buff.
She built for that.
She was built for the zombie apocalypse. Okay,
like I ain't mad at like Abby. I don't want no smoke because like Abby will fuck you up.
Yeah. She had hands too. I just don't get that vibe from her. I mean, she kind of has like the face for it, I guess, but I just don't know if I trust her to like be buff and give me hands like how Abby was in the game, you know? Because Abby had hella hands. She had a hell of a hook.
I was having fun with Abby, yeah.
Shit. I don't know if I trust her to do that, but we'll see. You know, that's the beauty of acting. Maybe she'll get ready for the role. Maybe I'm thinking she's gonna have a minor part. Maybe she'll have a minor part where we'll see what happened to her that caused her to do the things in the second game.
Shit. Abby is, they could actually, I guess it would just be the first season, the first game.
Because you gotta show what happens to her, and then you bring her back later.
Her origin story.
Her origin, there you go. Her villain arc, if you will.
I see where I went wrong. I didn't think about that part, which is a major part of the game.
Right.
Wow.
I'm still fucked up about Sam and his brother though. That shit hurt. That was such a.
I try not to think about that one.
They could let them niggas live, bro. They could let them live. It's all good.
They really could have let them live in the TV show. They
didn't have to copy it. Exactly.
Y'all gave my boys a whole storyline in their home. Had a whole flushed everything out. They still died, but it's still just like okay. But then y'all
Hunger Games 5.
Sam, and I'm just like, damn, I would have been okay without this.
You said Hunger Games 5 has the greatest villain arc ever? Really?
That prequel one that they're doing
is
now?
It?
Or
oh no,
whatever the newest one is. I've heard mixed reviews about that one. Like
by the way, I just want to throw this out there.
It wasn't.
I was watching the TV show Pressure Luck, the game show.
Okay.
And Elizabeth Banks is the host, and people were talking about how she did such a good job on the Hunger Games, and I swear to God, I had no idea that was her on the Hunger Games. It took me like researching it, and I was like, who was she in the Hunger Games? And then I realized who she was, and I was like, damn, she good. You know who she is in there?
No, I'm trying to see. One, I'm like, what is Press Your Luck? And then
it's an old school TV. It's a game show. But yeah, Elizabeth Banks, she was in Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Oh yeah, she was the one wearing she had all that stuff on.
Yeah, that made the odds be ever in your favor. Head ass. Yeah. I did not know that was her. I did not know. I was like, oh, she killed her role.
No, she's solid. She was a fun time.
Yeah, Effie. Yeah. Appreciate it, Effie. Let's move on though. MSI Claw officially announced new handheld gaming PC will compete with the Steam Deck as far as value, not as far as price. Just throwing it out.
I've been watching like some of the CES stuff that comes out this week.
Mm-hmm.
Did it start last week?
What?
CES. It started last week? I can't remember.
No, it started this week.
Oh, okay. I can't remember if it was like I started like on Friday or something. But yeah, I've been watching some of the CES stuff, and I watched this launch, and I was like, whoa. Everyone wants to have a flipping handheld, which I'm not mad at. It helps make the market better, theoretically. But I don't want to have mid handhelds. But I saw someone come out. I think it said it has 16 gigs of RAM, DDR5,
32
Intel Arc. 32 what?
According to Discord earlier, somebody was talking about this. They said it has 32 gigs of RAM.
Oh,
in the Discord.
I was looking at.
I'm trying to double check that.
Maybe can we spec the 32 then? But what I saw was at 16 gigs of RAM. No one wants to do a cloud game. You want physical game. You want 90 frames from the device.
Yeah, this shit hard.
It has the ARC integrated graphics, weighs 675 grams, which I didn't see how much that is in pounds. So it makes it a little bit heavier than the Ally and the Go and the Steam Deck. So I'm like, okay, it's the heaviest of the bunch. But it also comes with a terabyte SSD, a micro SD slot, so you can add extra storage. The battery seems to be okay, like it has a 2-hour battery life under full workload. So that's interesting. I'm like, okay, how long could that battery go if I'm not pushing it to the max?
So 53 watt-hour battery is kind of crazy. Most of these other ones are doing 40 and 45s. So 53
it's also the heaviest one of the bunch. So
I don't give a goddamn. My biggest problem with these ones is that they don't last very long.
Didn't you say you got tired of holding the Steam Deck after a while because it had a certain amount of weight to it?
No.
My
biggest issue, My biggest issue with the Steam Deck was that the battery life was ass to me. Unless I was playing like a little 16-bit game that didn't really require much, because you throttle your TDP, right? So let's say you want to play the finals, and the finals takes 15 watts. So that means you're gonna get
these games on your Steam Deck, but I got you.
Right. So let's say 15 watts. So now you're looking at 3 hours and some change battery life on this device. But if it's a 40 watt, you're looking at 2 hours and some change battery life. So that kind of sucks ass. If you're playing like a little indie game though, like a little side scroller platformer Metroidvania, and you're talking about 7 watts or so, you'll get hella usage out of this shit. But if you want to do cloud gaming, You get fucking 8 hours out of the shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And Slackums is still detailing different things about the new Hunger Games movie. If y'all interested in that, talking about some of the plot and stuff without trying to give too much away. Oh yeah, it definitely sounds like he liked it. But somebody definitely said it comes with 32 gigs of RAM, so I'm gonna have to let J-Way know he was a little wrong there. Maybe it comes in another variant.
Maybe I gotta look up the different config for it. Maybe it can be spec'd up to 32. I did see a drawback of it was like the grips. The grips feel a bit shallow compared to the Legion Go. And but I mean it's a different. I don't mind different systems having different setups. I did like the USB-C port being on top. It's just a random like little. It makes sense to me because I feel like every handheld should have the USB-C port on top, including the Switch. But I digress. But yeah, I thought it was a cool little handheld. I've seen people like YouTubers with that. I think with the engineering samples. It's either that or the new Zephyrus. I keep seeing the G14 and the 16. I keep seeing people reviewing the engineering samples. Looks better.
Are those normal size joysticks or are those Switch size?
I want to say Switch size.
It looks like Switch size to me.
Switch to Steam Deck size. No, actually, I don't know. I want to say they're normal size, like whatever the Steam Deck would have. I would think it'd have the equivalent. I would think. I just want to see how it compares to these other suckers now. It does have 120 hertz refresh screen. I can't remember. Did it say what the what do you call that thing is? What its resolution was? Does it do 1080p?
I want to say it does 1080p. I think I read that somewhere.
Intel Core Ultra. Ergonomics. Now I'm trying to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything about the exact resolution, but I want to say it does. Interesting.
It really has 2 fans, which I find like okay. How y'all running 2 fans and keeping battery life up?
They probably got it so that it throttles itself and keeps different speeds and stuff based on what you're doing.
It does have Thunderbolt 4. Huh.
Yeah. The Legion Go's still great, but this shit is gonna be how much? 700?
I actually don't even know the price. It is 1080p, 1920 by 1080p, 7-inch screen, which like honestly, I don't know if you really need 1080p on a screen that size. But that's just me.
I don't know. The Steam Deck is pushing 800p, so.
And I've seen like. I'm curious, like, do you need it? It does have Hall effects, triggers, and joysticks built in, so I'm assuming that's normal size then.
Nah, you don't have to have normal. You can have Switch size Hall effect sticks.
Man,
that's what the Absolute has.
I got some normal Hall effects on my cracked Switch dock.
Not cracked. Totally legal.
No, like the Switch dock is I think it's from the company called Cracked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not that, man.
Facts. Yeah. Let's move on. But the claw looks good. I'm pretty sure they're gonna sell it at Best Buy soon, as soon as it comes out. We will talk about this a little bit later, but let's keep it pushing forward, guys. Next up,
interesting.
Death Relives story trailer. I mean, they sell MSI products at Best Buy, so I don't see why they wouldn't sell the Claw. They also sell the G Cloud at Best Buy, and they sell the ROG and the Legion Go. So it's only a matter of time before the MSI Claw comes into a Best Buy near you. But here we go.
Shit. Jesus Christ.
Teddy.
Okay, everything is fine. Calm down, Adrian. You have to be quiet. There's no blood.
Yeah, so that's Death Relives. The most intense game trailer I've ever seen. Definitely kept us on the edge of our seats. Thank you, Xbox. This actually looks really fun. People are weird. Okay, so what do you think about that, Oz? How you feel about that, chat? Let me know. What's up, buddy?
I'm looking for something to change to lighten my mood. I don't know what I just saw.
Oh, you need me to rewind it and start it over? Is that what you want?
I didn't say all that now. It reminded me a little bit of Stranger Things, just with all the bones cracking at the end. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on here? Shout out Vecna, shout out Aztecs. I've never seen a horror game with a possible, I guess, Aztec main villain, so that's interesting. I'm curious how scary the game is gonna be, because I didn't get scary out of it so far. I got more so disturbed though. I was like, oh shit, Who wants to see bones breaking? Not I. And also, is he dead? Because like I saw his bones break, but like I don't know if they went for the kill. No.
Yeah. But that Death Relives, guys, coming first quarter of 2024. So this was 2 weeks ago, 53,000 views. I personally feel like it should maybe have more. And you know what? I'll go ahead and subscribe to this, just because if they got more trailers like that, I'll keep watching. Now let's push forward. What's this? This says Microsoft shutting down in 2027, shutting down
Xbox's recent announcement. Microsoft has spent nearly $100 billion acquiring gaming studios, including $69 billion on Activision Blizzard and $7.5 billion on Bethesda, all of which to make Game Pass the best gaming service possible. But it may not be enough, because according to Xbox's CEO Phil Spencer, Microsoft will exit the gaming business if Game Pass's subscriber base doesn't significantly increase, specifically on PC and cloud. This would take effect around 2027, right before the next console generation is set to release. Luckily, Xbox does have a few tricks up their sleeve to hopefully get players to use Game Pass in the meantime, including a mid-gen console refresh with an all-digital Series X, plus the addition of Diablo and Call of Duty to the service starting in 2024. Microsoft is projecting Game Pass to have over 100 million subscribers by 2030, and they're only at about 25 million right now. PlayStation might be...
Okay. Anything you want to comment on that? I'm full of thoughts, but I want you to go first.
I heard before, I saw a video like this before talking about Microsoft talking about stopping the production or not stop production, stopping sales like the Xbox, etc.
Yep.
Bro, if you don't want to do gaming, just say that. 1, 2, if you don't want to push your Xboxes, don't. 3, y'all didn't have to do gaming as a subscription. You could just do gaming. You could just either make games or make hardware and make some games. You guys are choosing to spend all this money on the studios to make exclusives for a system that I'm not buying still. I have a PC, which is why they're diving into Game Pass. So if they don't want to sell Xbox anymore, stop selling Xbox. Like, we have a PC. People have PCs, just deep dive into Game Pass or don't. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of hearing this wishy-washy news from Xbox. I'm getting tired of them. I'm getting tired of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, just pick a side. See what you want to do. And if you do shut down Game Pass, don't shut down Bethesda, Activision, etc. Please leave them studios you bought up alone.
So my thought process when I first hear this is, why are you hedging your entire future on Game Pass? It's like when somebody has a bad idea and then they like double down on it, and then you like, bro, you know this shit ain't working, right? And they're like, fuck it, triple down on it. It just seems like they just won't stop downing. I don't know. It's just they just keep adding to it. Didn't last time we hear about them, before they stopped reporting numbers because they were getting monumentally crushed by every other game console coming out, didn't they say they were $10 million in the hole on Game Pass? So now you want to offset the hole that you're in by making more people buy Game Pass some reason? But I don't know.
What are they bringing to Game Pass that makes me need to get it? Or because, like, okay, I have the one for PC,
right?
The only thing, the feature that I do want to try out is Xbox Cloud, and I don't have that via the PC one. I just spend a couple more extra dollars to get that feature, and I'm just like, how often am I going to be using that? I really just want to try it, just 'cause I got the backbone for my iPhone,
right?
But I don't. Honestly, they should just stop doing Game Pass. Like,
yes,
stop it. Like, if y'all losing all this money, just stop doing it. Like, you have studios that you can actually just sell their games from. Like, people would buy Starfield. Maybe that's a bad example. People would buy Pal World. Okay. I'm trying to think of a game that I would buy for.
That's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass. Like, what would I pay for? And
people would buy Lies of P. 100% people would buy Lies of P.
I'd play it on Game Pass. I don't know if I'd buy it. Yeah, I'm still up in there. But people would buy it because I see people playing it still.
Yeah, it's a solid game. Sea of Stars, they'd buy Sea of Stars. It wouldn't be as big of a hit without Game Pass.
You know, I'm curious about that. Like, I'm always curious about that. Like, how popular stuff would be. Because, like, if it gets good reviews, like, I was talking to a friend about that earlier. Like, if a game gets like good, there was like 7 Metacritic reviews before it can get a Metacritic review, something like that. So if you get enough good reviews, like on Steam or something, like, I feel like it may get pushed. But Game Pass is so weird. Like, EA Play has it set up that, like, some stuff is free, other stuff I have to pay for, like EA Pro. Right. And I'm not paying for EA Pro. But I'm just like, maybe Xbox needs to do something like that to get people to buy some games. Because, like, y'all are bleeding money, and it's sad. I've never had this issue with my PlayStation. There are games I want on PlayStation, I'll buy them or I won't.
I use PlayStation Extra, and I have a ton of games on there I like, and then the brand new games I know, what up, Mission Luck? The brand new games I know that are on there, I just buy them. I mean, I can't get God of War 2 off of Extra right now. I mean, I don't think so, but eventually it will be on there. And then every now and then they have certain games like Horizon Forbidden West. After like 2 weeks, it was on Extra, and I was like, oh shit, I can play that.
So Extra, that is Sony's. Is it free on Extra then, technically?
I try not to use the word free because it's a misinterpretation of the facts. Because you do pay for Extra every year or every month, just like Game Pass. I mean, but it is included, yes.
It's free, and it's also like a lease in my book. Because like if I stop paying for it, I lose access to the games.
Right. Exactly.
Which is kind of frustrating because it happened to me. I think my Sony plan or whatever subscription I had right now. I think I was doing like a monthly plan for a couple of months. Just I got lazy. I was like, I don't want to pay $60. But yeah, I saw it right now. I was like, oh, I don't have access to this game. Oh, that's bogus. I was kind of mad about that. So yeah, bro, just stop doing it. Just Microsoft, change it up. I don't know who's in Microsoft's higher ups. They're just like, yeah, let's keep doing this. Let's double down.
It's fucking
down.
Phil Spencer. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
It can't still be Phil.
It's Phil. It's Phil. I will never forget when I watched Phil live and he said, I want to address the thing people keep talking about, the exclusive games. If you guys want exclusive games, we'll do it on like a subscription based thing. That was his idea. And then all of a sudden Game Pass came out and now boom, he was like, you want single player games? We'll put them on a subscription. All right, Phil, well, welcome to the future. You're $10 million in the hole and you're still talking about you need to be at 130 million by the end of this year, or you might cease all production starting in 2027. Well, damn, brother.
What was I gonna say to you?
Hold your L, Phil.
For GameFly, you can have 2 games at a time.
Yes.
And then you can also buy a game from them.
Yes, at a discount.
Okay.
So their
Maybe
used
Xbox
games
should
be
do something
barely
like that.
used, and you get it for like super cheap. Well, not super cheap, but like let's say I don't know, Baldur's Gate 3 just came out, for example, and let's say you leasing it for $15, that and another game, and then you're like, man, I really like Baldur's Gate, I'm gonna keep it. Well, after your 30 days, if you want to buy the game for like $45, you can. So you probably would have spent like 60, but the game itself actually cost 70, and you got to try it first. And if you don't like it, you can just send it back and get another game. It's actually pretty fucking phenomenal as a service.
Yes, I'm trying to think like maybe Xbox could do something like that, like only a couple games at a time. You could buy them at discounted rate. Cause like, bro, it's whatever y'all doing right now isn't working, and get time to switch it up.
I mean, what really would help them is if they made the games disappear out of the store a lot faster. Better too. But like if you say, all right, look, for these 3 months we're gonna have these games, play them now. That will keep your retention higher. But then if they say, all right, look, you get to try it out for free. If you want to keep the game, you're gonna have to buy the game. Or if you don't, it's too much stuff in here to get to at one time, buy it. Yeah, buy it at a discount for being a member. If not, there's a chance the game could leave, because right now the games be on there for like a year, and they be like, don't worry, any day now Scarlet Nexus could leave, and it's like, niggas been here for 2 years, they ain't going nowhere.
So
I would have
I was on Game Pass. No, I wasn't on Game Pass. I lied. I remember you playing Evil West on Game Pass.
Yes.
I remember you streaming it. And I was like, let me look at it. I finally looked at it. I finally actually opened it up on PlayStation because it's free this month. Mid.
You think Evil West is mid?
Mid.
What?
I did like the first mission. I was like, mid.
The first mission? You didn't even play the damn game.
Yeah, I did the training. Then I went to multiplayer with a friend. Mid. I'm like, what is this?
You didn't even play it. You did one mission. You ain't even get your abilities like that for real.
Which is the stress, the concerning part. The first mission should be fun. I should be like, oh, this is.
You didn't make the damn game. You don't get to tell them how fun the first mission should be. What the hell wrong with you?
Something. I'm just like, mid.
Tell you one thing, Elden Ring first mission was mid as hell. But let's move on.
They got missions?
Yeah, they do. That first boss, mid.
That's a mission?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mission.
It's not really a linear.
And why I gotta invite friends with fingers? Why I can't just do shit? See what I'm saying? Mid.
Hey, a lot of good things happen with fingers. Jujutsu Kaisen, homie eats fingers, gets strong as hell.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I was very confused. Glad you clarified.
Let me pick this one up fast because
for a child audience, don't listen to this man.
I can let someone linger.
Oh my god, don't linger the finger. Here we go. Cyberpunk has just added
romance
what?
options. but who can you now romance and sleep with? One of the main additions from the Cyberpunk 2.1 update which dropped today is that romance options have been expanded. You can now invite your partners back to one of your apartments to chill and do whatever else comes with that. I can't imagine it will take you long to figure out what that actually is. There are plenty of romances in Cyberpunk 2077 to pursue, but some require specific things to happen first before they can be explored. The two main ones that are focused on during the previews and snippets that we've seen are Panam and Judy Alvarez. Obviously by now you will know you can only romance Judy if you're playing as V with a female voice and a female body, and you can only romance Panam if you are playing as a male V with a male voice. But the new update allows you to have a much closer connection to your romantic interests outside of the forced activities that are in the quest lines. It makes the world feel a lot more immersive and allows you to have much more control over V's life and free roaming as well, adding another layer of realism to the game. So far it has not yet been confirmed if there are any new people to romance yet, but I am sure this will be discovered very soon. Cyberpunk has...
There you go. Thank you, CB. Why not? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with romancing Panam and Judy?
I've always been curious, like when they do this in games, like why? In the most respectful manner, why? Like why am I? They said do stuff with the character. I was like,
people want to fuck Panam. What's wrong with that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like when they were like people talking about effing a bear and Baldur's Gate, I was like, okay, why do you need to have relations with a bear? But okay, well, in general, it's a video game. But
because they don't want to fuck real bears, so why wouldn't you let them fuck a fake bear?
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because real bears stink. I guess I don't know. They're scared of getting mauled.
How
by
they
bears.
stink? They got a whole Charmin commercial, so they wipe. Where they stink?
Bears just it's a lot. You never heard of a furry? It's not a furry if it's a real animal.
Now,
right?
does the bear stink or does that costume stink?
Both.
Cause all that sweat.
Both. Who said they even sweat? They could be cold outside. Didn't we just hear that it's like 40 degrees in certain parts of the country? Come on, man.
That's what I'm trying to figure. Why bears gotta be stank? Like they out here
I don't
chilling.
know. Ask the stank ass bears.
Nature,
I don't know.
Natural. Why they gotta be stank?
I don't know why they gotta be stank. They don't know. They don't wash their ass with soap. They just rinse off. That shit nasty.
Hey, at least they white. That's all I can say. They stay white.
You don't know that. This is a cartoon bear.
Cha cha cha. Nigga, I seen a bear in a bonnet. Shout out my Berenstein Bears for real.
Bro,
like what?
Somebody out there wants to fuck the Grizzlies
Smokey
mascot.
got a whole fedora, okay?
Someone wants to fuck your Grizzlies mascot out there. It's just a thing. People out here trying to get Grizzly, okay?
Don't worry. I do not endorse this message. I
didn't say me. I just said people. There's people out there fucking bears in the game, I guess. Leave them people be. Let them get their content, I guess.
I mean, get it how y'all live. I'm always curious, like why. I mean, I romanced a character in Starfield. I think we got married or something. It was part like maybe a side quest. I don't even know. But we weren't doing all this razzle dazzle. I need to Netflix and chill and
hey man, these bears are gonna ask for rights pretty soon.
Yeah, y'all got it.
We'll be right back where we started from, but let's move on. So in
I
another,
did see the developers of Cyberpunk were talking about, oh, y'all like this? What we did with Cyberpunk? Just wait for a number 2. We're just getting started. I was like, okay. I mean, I believe you guys, but the first one was a failure, but this one, all right.
The first one wasn't a failure.
Yeah, well, it was a flop.
It wasn't a flop.
It had a lot of issues.
At launch, it made its money back now.
I'm trying to figure out if it made its money back.
It made its money
definitely. It recouped a lot of the losses.
It has. So here's the problem. People bought the game and were disappointed with the game. Not a lot of returns actually happened. They made the money.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they had a good amount of returns.
They didn't have that many returns.
I can't play this. They had to. People said they can't play the game.
They just waited for them to fix it. They said, because remember they offered it. They said we'll give everybody all the money back. All you got to do is fill out the little form, and you can get your shit back. And they said they had significantly low amount of people actually utilize that. Everybody else was just waiting on it to be patched.
Show me the numbers.
Well, this was years ago when I saw this. The game been out for a minute now. But they said it wasn't that many returns. They even went online before they patched everything. It was like, yeah, it really wasn't that many returns. We still in the green.
That's
so.
just good brand marketing. That's all.
I don't think so.
Like, hey, we don't have too many returns, guys. Look at that. We're still doing good. Thank you for your loyalty.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Idris Elba saved that ass. That expansion, we got everybody going back to buy the game because it's an expansion. You gotta have the full game to have that. So, yeah, that Phantom Liberty shit, everybody went back to play that.
I still haven't touched it.
That's you. There we got your money though.
You play it?
Phantom Liberty?
Uh-huh.
Legally? No.
That's not what I asked. I actually you played it.
I seen legally. I seen 00 play it. It looked good. Everybody was talking about how good it was. They said Keanu Reeves and Idris Elba did their thing. It's like another. It added like a whole nother campaign. Like not just like it's so much extra content that you could legitimately play it for BLM on in February because it's like 20 hours. It's like a whole 20 hours of gameplay along with the 2.0 update that fixed all the stuff that's wrong with it, all the major bugs and patches and previous things that they had issues with. All of that's fixed. So there's really no reason to not have the game.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna because if I start that game, I feel like I'm gonna restart the whole game in general, and I just don't feel like doing that at the moment.
It's a different game. It's a different skill tree. The stuff makes way more sense now. A lot of the big issues are gone.
One day,
whatever. All right.
Project Red. One day.
It's important to know. I believe that I read somewhere that Mickey Mouse became public domain, and because of that, all of a sudden, everybody's making all this Mickey Mouse ass shit. So let's take a look at it.
This content was bashed. Okay, batched. They were ready.
Hey there. Thanks for coming out.
8 hours later,
Got a bit of an
after it became
infestation
public,
here at
this
the
game
storage
came out.
facility. We thought it was just rodents, but there's something else in here. There's nests. They're everywhere. We tried to take care of it ourselves, but things have escalated.
Upside down.
The exterminators are our last hope. Please, help us before...
Yeah. So, yeah.
Have they convinced you to pick it up?
No. Not at all. But hey, look, if you want to, I'll probably watch a nigga play it, but I don't really see me doing it. I just was letting you know. I don't know.
Ain't my cup of tea, but I got mad respect for them.
Do you really?
Sure. They saw Mickey Mouse is available. Let's make a horror game out of that, guys. Let's do Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's do what's that? Winnie the Pooh. Let's do something scary-ish.
Penny the Woo. All right. Next up, we got some Prince of Persia info. Let's do this. This is the official world trailer from a week ago.
At Ubisoft.
Sargon, the citadel, pride of the Persian Empire, is no more. I heard about the wretched, inconceivable that lurks in the shadows. Souls are lost in the sacred archives, forever prisoners of time. No one knows what became of the Hyrcanian forest. The Chidra and vile creatures fester beneath the canopy. Brave the raging sea and the chaos in its waves. We must break the curse that plagues our kingdom. But there are creatures, gods, banished for their sins. They could doom us all. even in the darkest hour, do not lose hope.
Free demo, January 11th. So that's tomorrow.
That's an hour. Is this the main Prince of Persia that's coming out this year, or is there another one?
As far as I know, this is the main one, but I know they were talking about redoing Sands of Time, I think. So I don't know. But if you guys did not know, this is what I will most likely be playing tomorrow on stream. It'll be the January 11th free demo. So should be cool. Should be cool. Now, I was going to play it at its official launch, either on the 15th or the 18th. I keep seeing different dates online. But I'm going to be honest with you. He black. So I was going to play the game because it's like a whole 20-hour story, 25-hour story, something like that. It's like an actual story on this shit. It's not like a little tiny Metroidvania platformer. Like, this shit is legit. So I was going to play this shit actually in February, and I was going to spend the rest of January after I finish Cookie Cutter. I was going to spend my time playing Pal World because that comes out on the 19th. Did you finish that
on your day stream?
Cookie Cutter? No. I have just got to the point where I have to unlock like the last building. I got to go unlock the last little thing, and then I guess I got to rescue Shawty, and then I'm done. So it should be one more stream, but we got the pod today. I got this tomorrow, so probably starting next week will be good. I'll finish it in one or two streams, maybe after the movie. I don't know. I'm off Monday, actually, and Sunday. I'm off Sunday and Monday, so I'm probably gonna stream this weekend. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Sunday's my daughter's birthday, and then Monday, it's Black Day on Monday. So, yeah. You don't know what Monday is?
No, when you said, I was like, wait, MLK Day came around already?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's Black Day. So yeah, I'm off. That's dope. Here we go. Next up, PS5 upcoming games in 2024. Now, IGN actually dropped this trailer. I'm very excited about these.
This one, yeah.
You seen it?
I did see this one earlier.
Okay.
Treat yourself, chat. This is for y'all right here.
Let me make sure. Okay, IG apparently is still up. Yo, what up, King Carolina? Yo, why am I not? Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. After the anime came out, the player base went up 300%. Steamboat Willie is public domain. Big facts. Hold on, that's my bad. The chat's not coming up, so let me fix that. I was actually looking to see if it was still live, and I realized the chat wasn't actually working. So there we go. Oh shit. Yeah, we should be good now. So if anybody try to talk now, we good. On Instagram. Also, it should cut off at an hour mark. I thought we were at the hour mark. I was just waiting to see if it cut off before we start playing these last couple videos. I don't know, Oz, if you want to keep an eye on it, let me know if it cut off, because this should be acting weird. I hate the 1 hour mark thing. It really drives me crazy. But yeah, we'll be good. All right, here we go. PlayStation 5 official upcoming games of 2024.
If you want my spot, come and get it.
Yo, did you see what they said about Suicide Squad?
Wow, explosion. Come and get it. I saw, I conquered. Come and get it. My empire prospered. Come and get it. I slayed my monsters. Come and get it. So you want this? Come and get it. No go too hard. Come and get it. No coming too large. Come and get it.
I actually want to play Pacific Rim.
Come and get it. So you want this? Come and get it. Ain't nobody holding me back. Stepping up in all the attack. Got no time for counting the stacks. Say you want this? Come and get it. Ain't no glamour to it. Take a hammer to it. Knock down, get up, get back and do it.
The Plucky Squire's gonna be fire. Foam Stars is gonna be fire.
that fucking
Fucking Squadron was crazy. Snake Eater.
I bet you want this. Come and get it. Say you want my spot. Come and get it. Take your shot. Come and get it. Bitch, you look real hot. Come and get it. What you made of? Come and get it.
Rise of the Ronin.
Come and get it.
Now these commercials or trailers always confuse me because it almost like insinuates that these games are console exclusive, and majority of them are not. But it's good that they did put this in there. I also think it's interesting that they put the Wolverine thing in the 2024 video right here when it's definitely not coming out this year. That's always interesting to me that they did that. But yeah, Helldivers 2, can't wait. A lot of these games on the list on the video. Honestly, I think they're gonna be phenomenal games. Stellar Blade, I'm very interested in. I've reported on this game a lot back before it was that, when it was what was it called? Project something. I can't remember what it is exactly, but it was another name. Then they changed it to Stellar Blade. So whatever the case, that's cool. So a lot of good stuff coming for PS5, Xbox. I'm curious to see what y'all's trailer looks like. I don't know. It's probably gonna be short. Who? Right. And then the last thing I have to discuss. Actually, I've seen this video from GameRanks. This is very interesting stuff. It's a legit 10 best new things for gamers at CES 2024. I don't know, man. I'm actually kind of happy with this. Let's go through it. Fuck an intro. Let's start with number 10.
So let's get started off with number 10. Samsung has teased a new 3D gaming monitor. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably remember that quick 3D craze where 3D was back in movies and consumer television companies were trying to push like 3D technology with your home TVs with 3D glasses and everything. No, this is different.
Nobody really
they're
watches
essentially
3D
going
like that.
Nintendo 3DS style here with an actual regular old 2D monitor that projects 3D images to you. This is an early concept, so like don't take this as an immediate announcement that you're going to be able to buy soon. But this essentially uses artificial intelligence and eye tracking technology to properly render images in real time to your eyes that will give a 3D effect. Apparently it's, you know, like the Nintendo 3DS was. It's different tech, but apparently it feels just as unnerving at first, but you get used to it and it's actually pretty cool. The monitor has 2 built-in cameras that track your eye and head movement. And while it's cool for 3D gaming, technically it could also kind of be used for VR. That's what Samsung is saying. And even though it's early, this thing is pretty interesting. It's got us intrigued. It's the first piece of 3D tech. It could end up being one of those rare breeds of like 3D technology that actually makes sense, because the greatest thing here is, of course, that you don't have to wear 3D glasses. Ideally, it will just work. According to GameSpot, Samsung is claiming that the monitor is compatible with Steam VR and that Samsung is working with publishers and developers to kind of work on some 3D content for games. We don't know too much about that yet, but according to Samsung, we're going to hear more about this thing towards the later half of 2024. And I'm really curious to see what the deal is. Next, over at number 9, Govee, the smart light company, has made a new announcement that some people were really looking forward to. So a lot of people like to use smart lights or smart bulbs behind their television or their monitor to kind of replicate or show what's going on screen. The idea, of course, in a really simple example, is like a big red-orange explosion going off on screen. We'll have big red glowing orange LED lights behind your TV or monitor. This has been a thing for a while, and Govee had kind of pioneered things with a pass-through box that actually read the HDMI signal, so it really accurately knew what colors were on screen and how it could work like.
Look how it's like an extension of the borderline in Borderlands. That's crazy. So it'll read the HDMI and then put the right colors there so that it extends out. You would do that, bro?
I've thought about it. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I've thought about it.
I'm gonna have to price some shit.
Yeah, I have to see how much it really costs, but I've always thought it was cool. I'm curious, like how much, if for this specific one they have like the little box that reads it. So I was curious, like, does it create any lag? But
it doesn't look like it.
Lights into that, but now they're announcing the Govee SyncBox 2 that essentially addresses some of the issues, some of the shortcomings with that pass-through type box, because this is HDMI 2.1, which means you basically can still do everything through this pass-through. You can now get 8K resolution if you need that. I don't really know anybody that does, but you can also get 4K 120 hertz. Of course, there's a lot more to this box. Like, you gotta buy all the lights and all that stuff and deal with setting it up, but it's a pretty cool experience. And what's nice with this new, it's the AI SyncBox 2, is that now the experience has less compromises for the hardcore visual gaming PC enthusiast. Next, over at number 8, the peripheral company Targus announced a new mouse, which might not sound like the most exciting thing in the world, but this one did make a big deal at CES. It was one of the few mice announced waste, whatever you want to call it, but part of that is because it can convert from left-hand use to right-hand use. Target apparently has a special patent for this, or a patent pending for this, that essentially
so you just take top half of the mouse off, spin it around, and it sticks, and it works either way. I mean, it's cool. I don't know if it's record-breaking or anything, but it's cool. Let's go next.
Next, over at number 7, we got to talk about the big hardware manufacturers and their, of course, yearly announcements. First, with AMD.
So you seen the new AMD stuff coming out?
Nah.
Announced the Ryzen 7 8700G. This is a desktop processor that AMD is saying it has the fastest integrated graphics accelerator available on the market. They also announced some lower end chips, you know, depending on like what people need, the amount of power they need, but they also announced a new GPU, a new RDNA 3 GPU, the Radeon RX 7600 XT. 32 CUs, 16 gigabytes of memory, and of course all the fancy features under the hood and in software that you get from a high-end AMD GPU. They also announced some new Zen 3 products, but the biggest thing for gamers is probably this 7600 XT. We're expecting this card to be available in the United States. Next, over at number 6, we have announcements from NVIDIA. Of course, the newest upgrades to the 40 series cards.
So they're coming out with the super cards. They got the 4060 Ti Super and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really care about that. It's not super news to
low
me.
key. Anyway, speaking of NVIDIA, moving.
And I was like, okay. I really just feel like they come out with the GPU so fast these days. But that's just me.
There don't really be any improvements. If you're gonna make marginal improvements in a month, then it's like, bro, it makes me feel like you just held back on the version I got.
And it's funny to me. It's funny to me like these these companies are putting out GPUs so fast. When companies keep laying off people in gaming, so it's like, are y'all buying new GPUs? What games y'all playing to keep laying people off?
It must work for Xbox.
Moving on over to number 5, we have the RTX Remix app. This has been a thing for a while, but now we know that it is releasing in beta January 22nd. That release date is significant because a lot of people have been waiting for this. This has been teased as a tool that can enhance older games. It's for modders. It's definitely for people who are technologically savvy, but this set of tools will allow good modders to easily add DLSS, ray tracing, stuff like that to older games. We've already months ago seen it teased in stuff like Portal, Half-Life 2, and the potential here is pretty awesome. RTX remasters have been making a splash for a while now, and essentially this is putting more of that creativity, more of that power in modders' hands. It's probably going to be significant. You're probably going to see.
So I seen one where they took Lara Croft from back in the day with the square titties, and they made her look like brand new Lara Croft with the AI and the big boobies. That shit was crazy, and I was like, what?
This house is legal. Like, I'm just out here playing an old game, like an old Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'm just like, oh, this looks better than the new one.
Yeah, this shit crazy. But let's go to the next one.
There can't be one product that does all. Yes, really? There is one product that I suggest above all others. It is the 8 Sleep mattress. The number one.
All right.
Next, over at number 4, it wouldn't be a CES without some laptop refreshes.
There we go.
The significant thing that caught our eye in the gaming world is actually from HP.
Thanks,
HP has a gaming brand line called Omen, and they've announced the HP Omen Transcend 14 gaming laptop. They are billing this as the world's lightest and coolest 14-inch gaming laptop. It has an IMAX enhanced 2.8K 120 Hz OLED screen, supports variable refresh rate, HDR, all that stuff you want. It keeps cool through vapor chamber cooling, but it's like a proprietary design apparently, and you can get up to an RTX 40 proprietary design apparently.
Hold up. 32 gigs of RAM. It's got an Intel Core Ultra 9. It's got a 4070 and this little thin shit. 2 terabytes PCIe Gen 4 storage. How do they put a 4070 in that little thing?
I always see these Omens on sale at Costco and Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think, how do they keep it so cheap? And then, oh, it's up to a 4070. Oh, so what does it start at?
Probably a 3070.
And you can get up to an RTX 4070 laptop GPU in this. And according to HP, it's available to order now. We'll see how this goes, of course.
And it's available to order now.
Oh, I can go look at that, see what it
all right, bro. That sounds good to me.
Some of the tech YouTubers out there are probably going to beat the hell out of this thing, and I'm curious to see how that goes. Next over at number 3, we have a Nuke.
Yeah, that's the Call Me CB. That's my boy.
Okay.
NUC from Asus, ROG, or Republic of Gamers, or ROG, whatever you want to call Asus's gaming thing. This Nuke, or next unit of...
Okay. How you feel about nukes? NUC, not NUKES. Any input on the nuke?
How do you spell it?
NUC. It's gonna talk about it here. This is a nuke right here. This little tiny thing.
Compute is a super small, all-in-one complete system. NUCs are known to be like ultra portable desktop.
So no, nukes are just the ultra portable gaming. Desktops. They're not even gaming related usually. But they're like the little small ass desktops like this, like a Mac Mini. Those are called nukes.
I have one that's not per se for gaming. It's just like a desktop. I use it as a mini server. I'm fine with them.
Mini server for what?
Development of random stuff, testing stuff, random stuff, development. I'll say that.
This nigga work for NASA, chat. I just keep saying that. I don't think y'all understand.
I do not.
Yeah,
I do not.
Top bare bones PC type things, but this of course is a gaming one, so of course it includes up to an Intel Core Ultra 9.
Once again, 4070 and an Ultra 9 with DDR5 in this little shit, huh?
I have a 4070 in there.
Yes.
I mean, what's the price for this? 'Cause like this feels
to
like,
an RTX 4070 crammed in this thing. It can support multiple 4K display outlets, and the chassis design is just really cool. This thing is obviously super compact and small. I love small form factor builds, but NUCs really take it to the next level. But this design is apparently toolless, meaning you can access and open anything you want pretty easily. NUC gaming is definitely like a niche thing. I've seen a lot of people use real actual homegrown NUCs or even Apple Mac Minis to do stuff, but in the gaming world you don't really see it too much. I'm excited to see how Asus markets or really approaches or pushes this thing, because they have been experimenting with a lot of cool devices lately. Next over at number 2, speaking of cool devices lately, handheld gaming peripherals have been the thing. From the Steam Deck to the Lenovo Legion to the Asus ROG Ally. Well, MSI is getting into the business now with the MSI Claw. This is a handheld gaming peripheral, a handheld gaming thing, a Steam Deck-like, a Steam Deck competitor, whatever you want to call it. It's got a pretty simple design you'd expect. It's got a 7-inch screen, but the thing they're really touting here is a 53 watt-hour battery, which they're saying is like the biggest in class. Like this is what's keeping it really competitive, and the fact that it has Intel chips. It's got 127 hertz IPS. Apparently, it's going to support variable refresh.
That's interesting.
What, Intel chips?
Nah, the
battery.
The battery.
I told you there's a problem.
Glass battery. I'm just like,
bro, people hate the battery life.
That's interesting.
That everybody hates the battery life situation on these handhelds, bro.
I mean, y'all also are trying to play full-fledged games on a handheld. Walk around with your little battery pack and be all right.
No. If you're gonna sell me a handheld that can play, the PSP can play games. The Switch can play games. What's the battery life on the Switch?
Switch be like 2-3 hours also. It's nothing crazy.
No, it's not. It's longer than
depending
that.
on what you're doing, it's like 2 or 3 hours.
Than that. It's longer than that.
What do you want to say? 3 to 4? It's nothing. It's really not crazy because like
they just now hitting 3. What?
Like I'll be on I've been on flights like a 3-hour flight and my Switch will die. I'm like, well, what do I do now?
You was already playing it though. Switch head. That's what it is.
Nah, I'll start strictly on the plane, Bluetooth mode, turn down my brightness. I'm like, okay, this is
look at that, all them concessions to be made to play a game. I'm not spending $500, $600, $700, $800 for 2 hours possibly on a flight and then have to plug it up. That's just dumb to me. I'm not doing it.
16 gigs of RAM, a bunch of storage, and the Intel processor that to them is going to play AAA games no problem. It's coming in the first half of the year and it's going to range from $700 to $800 depending on your storage and your specs. The handheld PC gaming deck thing is becoming more and more competitive. This market's getting pretty filled. I'm curious to see how MSI holds out in it. Now down at number 1 we have Razer. Of course, Razer always announces or shows off some weird, cool, crazy concept at CES, and this year, of course, they didn't slack. They showed off this HD haptics gaming cushion. Yes, this is Razer's Project Esther, and this is a Razer cushion that's in the works that will like go onto your gaming chair and give you more immersion. HD haptics mean it's a lot more precise and accurate and can really simulate some feelings, I guess, but only in your butt and your back if you're into that type of thing, I guess. This is another one of Razer's like proof of concept things where it's not technically announced or for sale or really like a mainstream product yet. It's them just kind of testing the waters. They've done this with goofier things in the past. This one actually seems a bit more realistic. I think for people who obviously really like going for as much immersion as possible, you know, especially if you have a great setup, a beautiful screen, a headset, or loud gaming speakers, and then now your chair is going to start rumbling. Maybe you can really feel those gunshots in your butthole. Sorry, did I go too far? I don't know. Hey man, Razer's doing it for me. Those are 10 big gaming things.
Yeah. Hey, that's what he said. That's what he said that. He said that. Yeah. And well, if you die in the game, you die in real life too. Yeah, man, this is some Sword Art Online shit. You're gonna strap into this shit and then realize that if you die in the game, you're gonna die in real life, and that you gotta actually go through the whole thing and progress through the story and live, and your body's actually hooked up to a ventilator and you can't get out. This shit is dark and twisted, but it starts with shit like this. So there we go.
But one other little.
The last thing is that they were talking about Legend of Zelda, the live action movie, excuse me, that is coming on the way. They reiterated now that there is a live action movie coming out for Legend of Zelda, so be on the lookout for that. But that's it as far as news goes. Everything that I could possibly think of over recent times. So yeah, is there anything else you want to touch on? Pause?
No, I was looking on this HBO. I was looking at the HBO, and I'm like, okay, you get the Intel Core Ultra 7. What is the Core 7? Is that different than the regular i7?
The Core 7. I don't know. You can send it to me.
Intel Core 7. I'll send you the link.
On where?
I must put it in you on Twitch, Discord.
Wherever which one you put it in?
I'll put it in Twitch real quick. Cause I was looking at the HP real quick since
let's see what he's talking about, chat. Let's see. The new Ultras is a little weird. I don't actually know how that compares to like the i7. I'm not sure if the Ultra 7 is supposed to be way better than that or whatever. But it's 4.8 gigahertz, 24 megabytes, or yeah, L3 cache, 16 cores and 22 threads. I don't know. But it's got a 4050 in it. How much is this? 1500?
Yeah, starting at starting at 1500. Then you can. I feel like a 1 terabyte in it. hard drive, because why not? That's still at $1579.
You gotta make it white.
What does it say? Okay, it comes to 4050. If I want to go up $500, that brings it to 2100. Then I get the 4070. Okay. Sheesh.
It's a lot of money. Somebody gonna buy it. Watch.
Oh yeah, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. I expect it to. As long as they get good reviews, and it's not buggy, it's selling hotcakes.
And of course, they got the HyperX Cloud 3 wireless headset and the HyperX wireless mouse to go along with it. And they got external DVD burners you can buy for $50. Interesting. But yeah, that's all very interesting stuff. I don't know. I guess I feel like they changed the eyes to Ultras. Ultra 7.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out, like, am I missing something? Is it Ultra? Is this like a mobile processor? Like, what am I missing here?
I don't know. That part I gotta figure out, because I've seen that, but like I haven't seen anything like that at Best Buy. But I definitely keep seeing this everywhere else.
Yeah. Even like I'm looking like on the what do you call that? Intel's page. Like when I just look at Intel processors, like Intel's entry level CPUs, I'm like, huh? Entry level?
What is it? An Ultra 3?
Ultra 7?
That's entry level?
Oh no, they just call the regular Intel processors entry level. I think they're saying Core is the gaming one now.
I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to look in and do some research. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't kind of have an Intel processor at the moment. Let me just go to what's that place called? Micro Center. Micro Center. What they're selling. Intel computer parts, PC parts, Intel processors. Yeah, this is Intel Core. Yeah. I'm getting old and forgetful then.
Not old and forgetful, Lord.
Yeah, I guess they're just Intel Core is what they're called. Wow.
So they changed the name, or is it something different?
Intel Core is the normal processors we buy. But what the fuck is an Intel Core Ultra?
I really don't know.
I don't know what an Ultra processor is. And they're according to their Intel's website, the Intel Core Ultra, featuring new AI experiences, immersive graphics, and optimal balance of battery and performance. Okay, so I guess you're the new-ish on the block.
I guess. I don't know. But
has
yeah.
AI boost, Intel Arc GPU, and longer battery life. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, according to their best choice for you page, the Ultra 9 is great for AI enhanced video editing, casual gaming on the go, multitasking, and AI effects on video calls. And the cheapest Ultra 7, according to their website, that technically doesn't have a check mark next to it, for casual gaming on the go. And the cheapest HP has that. So now I'm confused. I got some reviews.
So I was just sent something from one of my coworkers. He said it's an AI booster. And then let me actually send this. Where is it? Send it to you, but I'm also gonna try to pull it up on the cord.
Yeah, that's what it's saying essentially. Like on AI enhanced the video. I'm like, okay, this same link I was looking at. Yeah, same link I was looking at. Okay, yeah.
So he says basically for losers who want to be even more efficient losers. Wow. Wow.
It seems like an efficient CPU. I'm assuming it's probably cheaper. It's probably a workaround. I'm not mad. Like get it how you can. Like I personally, I guess because I have privilege, I don't necessarily try. I'm not doing all my gaming on a laptop. Like I'll do some of it for sure, but I have a PC for a reason. But for those who only have one laptop to run everything, I mean, if it helps it, get how you live.
So how does an Ultra 7 compare to an i7? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's a very good question.
He said you can be a more efficient loser. That's crazy. AI enhanced video editing, casual gaming on the go, multitasking, AI effects on call.
Yeah, they seem new. Yeah, these are more for the, I guess, mobile CPUs. Yeah, definitely mobile CPUs. I was doing a comparison. Like more cores on the regular core, more threads.
Intel Core Ultra processors are optimized for premium, thin, and powerful laptops featuring 3D performance, hybrid architecture, advanced AI capability, and available with built-in Intel Arc GPU. Created using the Intel 4 process, Intel Core Ultra processors deliver an optimal balance of performance and power efficiency. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It looks like, I mean, the regular core seems to be more powerful, for sure. Like I'm looking at like a Core i9 versus an Ultra 9, and like the Core i9 is just more beefy. But depending on what you're doing, I guess, you could be fine. Just fine with the Core Ultra. I think the Core Ultra may have it may also be, what do you call it? It may also do like the GPU stuff. I'm curious if they're just pushing them together. Like, are they pushing out some GPUs with the Core Ultra also? But I have to look into that one at an earlier hour.
Thanks. But yeah, that's all the news and stuff that I got for you. Got anything else?
Nah. We cover Power World. Shout out Power World. Sponsor us. Give us a code. I'll play on Steam.
Facts. I will definitely do that. I wonder if it's on Lurky right now. I will gladly go look.
I'm trying to think. What else? Gaming. I know I had something I was gonna say, but I forgot what it was.
Fort Solace, definitely worth a playthrough. Let's go key mail.
We hear news about Project LOL recently?
What, you mean the robot one, or you mean the fighting game?
The robot one for this year.
Nah, I ain't heard nothing yet.
Hey, what's some House Flipper? Okay.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else on here that I really need to look at. But I'm interested in Project L as well, but I don't think that's coming out this year. Yeah, no, I don't see nothing. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for today's podcast. This was the first podcast of 2024. Glad to have Mr. Astradamus back in the building as he's about to damn near fall asleep. And I can't lie, I'm right behind him.
Who's about to go play.
You about to go fuck a bear. You
backbone.
You just pull a backbone out of the sky like that, fo.
No, I accidentally had my phone on the charger. I had my phone on the charger. Now I'm ready to go play sends it's charged. But thanks for having me. Thanks for pulling up, chat.
You mean having you like this, like it ain't 50% your podcast?
More news next week.
Big facts. Next week's gonna be a lot of good stuff. Don't forget, demo tomorrow for Prince of Persia. Definitely want to check that shit out. Then we're gonna get back to Cookie Cutter this weekend. Probably try to finish that. Might play another game, and then boom, once Power World hit, I'm Power Worlding it up till February, and February is gonna be Black Lives Matter. So a lot of stuff going on. Everybody be ready. But Black Lives Matter is gonna be huge. Anime is gonna be huge. Right now, it's about 6 of us in here or so. We're gonna go ahead and raid out to my homeboy, Mission Lock, who's actually currently playing some Control. So he plays a lot of third-person games, action adventure games, not really always shooters, but just in general. I'm the one who recommended Control. He's over there having a blast. So I do want to keep up with the progress of the story, because I was watching this nigga play yesterday till I fell asleep.
Hey,
so here we go.
Hey.
If you guys get over there and you like the content, make sure you drop a follow. If you love the content, maybe subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one, which should be tomorrow. Catch you later, man. Peace.
Man.